Okay. Then the last few questions for today. The short answer questions. Most of them are easy. We'll do it. State whether the following statements are true or false as to the role of management accounting. Okay. Prepares general purpose financial reports for the use of manager. True or false? That is false. For management accounting, we provide special purpose or specific purpose, right? For management, don't have to follow accounting standards. Sorry about that. Okay. Provides both past and future information of the business. D. Generates information on demand of the managers of the business. Generates information on demand of management of the business. That is true or false? That is also true, right? Management accounting statements are provided on demand by the managers. Okay. 32. State whether the following transactions of a business lead to an increase in its equity. Okay. Sold goods costing 50,000 or 80,000 on credit. Will it increase equity? Will it increase equity? Yes or no? Yes, it will increase equity. Y'all tell me, by how much will it increase your equity? By how much will it increase your equity? By that profit amount, right? 30K. Yeah. So here 80,000 sale, cost of the sale is 50,000. So the profit that is earned there is 30,000. Okay, it will increase equity. B. Owner provided an equipment worth 200,000 to the business. Additional capital. That will also increase equity. Additional capital will increase equity. C. Owner paid a loan installment of 30,000 of the business from his personal money. Owner paying the loan installment of the business is an additional capital and he's paying a loan out of it. So equity plus 30 and liability minus 30. They give the interest amount, you have to put adjust for that also under equity. Okay, so owner paying an expense or any payment of a business is an additional capital that will increase your equity. D. Received a cash discount of 5,000 from a creditor when a creditor was settled. Okay, cash discount is the income that will increase your equity. Understood? All four of these transactions will increase your equity. Okay. 33. Okay. 33. State the most appropriate accounting record that is described by each of the following statements. Okay. The full list of accounts with their balances on a specified date. What's the answer for that? What is that list of accounts with the balance of all the accounts in a list as at a specified date? Yeah, corrections. No? Others, in what is the statement where you put the list of all the accounts as at a particular date? That is the trial balance. Okay. In the trial balance only, you will trial balance. How is it prepared? Trial balance as at 31st March. And in that, what is there? All the balances of your general ledger accounts, right? The full list of accounts with their balances on a specified date. Trial balance. B. The record that contains the collection of accounts of an entity. What's the answer? The record that contains the collection of accounts of entity. All the accounts together, what do you call it? Collection of accounts. Where do you find all the ledger accounts? No, 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 no. Ilham, no. Harivarushan, correct. It is general ledger. In the general ledger only you find all the T accounts, right? No, don't say control account, general ledger. In the general ledger, all the T accounts are there. Okay, all right. See, okay. See, the document that records the movement of the balance of an inventory item. The movement of inventory means when you get the inventory, you add. When you issue the inventory, you deduct. Uh, stores ledger. Okay, it is stores ledger, right? So, my students in LKS2 we studied, right? Stores ledger, where we purchase the inventory, we record. When issuing inventory, we deduct it and find the balance at each point. That is stores ledger. It shows the movement in the balance of inventory. Okay, then D. The books of accounts that records a particular category of transaction in a chronological order. Chronological order means the date order. So that is prime entry books, right? Correct. So in prime entry books only, we record the transactions in the date order, right? Prime entry book. Okay. All right. That is easy. Then next one. The trial balance of a business as at 31st March 2019 did not balance, and the difference was transferred to a suspense account. Okay. The subsequent investigation revealed the following errors. Okay. The total of the sales journal for March of 540 has been posted to the debtor control account and sales account as 450. Now here the sale amount is undercasted, overcasted. The sales amount is undercasted, overcasted. The sales amount is undercasted. Undercasted by how much? Undercasted by how much? The sales amount is undercasted by 90. Okay, undercasted by 90. So it is undercasted in both the accounts, right? It is undercasted in the sales uh, account as well as the debtor account. So, okay, the double entry will be debtor debit 90,000, okay, and sales you have to credit 90,000. Undercasted means in the same side itself you are supposed to record it. Okay, then next one. The discount allowed of 10,000 to the debtor has been debited to discount allowed account as 1,000. However, the amount has been correctly posted to a debtor control account. Now you know discount allowed is an income. Now the income is undercasted by how much? The discount allowed is 10,000. You have recorded as 1,000. And it has been undercasted by 9,000. So you are supposed to record another 9,000 in the discount allowed account. Discount allowed is income, so it's credit, right? So discount allowed. Credit 9,000. Okay. Now you know, normally we debit the discount allowed. Hey, sorry. Nobody told anything. Discount received is a income. Discount allowed is a expense, right? All right. Yes, Yanula. Only Yanula found that. Okay. So discount allowed is a expense. Okay. So it has been debited to the discount allowed account as 1,000. So the discount allowed is undercasted, right? Okay, undercasted by 9,000. So you need to record another 9,000 as discount allowed. Discount allowed is expense or debit? Discount allowed, debit 9,000. Okay, and the discount we give to the debtor. Normally, then the debtor balance is credited. Now here they are saying it has been correctly posted to debtor. Then there is no mistake in the debtor's account. Then where will you credit it? Now you can't credit in debtor's account. They have already credited it. Then you will credit to the suspense account. Suspense account credit 9,000. Okay, only three more questions and we are done. All right. State, okay, I are clear with this error correction thing. Okay, right? Okay, okay. 35. State the most appropriate accounting concept for the following accounting treatment. Making a provision for warranty provided on goods sold. Provision for warranty is based on which concept? Uh, Provision for warranty, good. That is prudence concept. Prudence concept. Okay. Recording a building obtained on lease as an asset in the lessee's book. Recording lease asset, that is substance over form, right? Correct. Substance over form means the economic reality over you're prioritizing the economic reality. That means the control of the asset over the legal form of it, right? Though the legal ownership is not with us, okay, since we are controlling it, we are recording as asset, substance over form. Okay. Other thing here, in the first one, if they say recording of warranty as an expense, then is it prudence concept? Yeah, the same provision for warranty. Recording it as expense, that is matching. Okay. Remember the differences. Alright. Then C. Recognizing depreciation as an expense in the profit or loss account. That is depreciation in profit or loss account. That means you are recording it as expense. That is matching concept. Good. Okay. Presenting asset as current and non-current asset. That is easy, we know. That is going, concern, concept. Going, concern, concept. Okay. All right. Then 36. State whether the following statements relating to a sole trader business are true or false. Okay. The sum of capital invested and retained earnings is equal to equity. True or false? That is true. Okay. Equity has two parts called capital and retained earnings. Okay. That is true. B. The income statement is not prepared on accrual basis. That is false. Okay. Income statement we definitely prepare it based on accrual basis. Okay. We record only the income that we earned and the expense that we incurred, whether it is paid or not. Okay. So it is prepared based on accrual concept. See, the drawings are recognized as an expense. That is false. We know that. It is recorded under equity as a reduction in equity. Okay. Good. Then D. It is not useful to prepare management accounting reports to the business if operated by the owner. If only the owner, now sole proprietorship, only the owner is preparing, we don't need to prepare management accounting. True or false? That is false. Okay. So here see, even if the business is running by one person, he will have to make internal decisions, right? So to make those internal decisions, he can prepare management accounting reports. Okay. It is false. You can prepare management accounting reports even if it's run only by you. Okay. False. Then the last question for the day. Okay. So this is also a very disappointing question. Very easy. See here they are asking to find the equity as at 31st March 2019. They have given asset and liability. Even an O-level student will find the answer. Equity equals to asset minus liability. Asset is 2750. Liability is 1650. How much is equity? Equity is 1100. 1,100,000. Okay. All right. Profit for the year. How do you find the profit? Closing net asset minus opening net asset plus drawings minus additional capital. Now just now we found the closing equity as 1,100,000 minus opening equity. Here they have directly given equity of the businesses at 31st March 2018 800 minus 800 plus drawings is how much? 250. Owner has withdrawn 250 and invested 450 minus 450. Okay. Then what is your profit? How much is the profit? How much is the profit, guys? The profit is 100,000. Easy question, right? Profit is 100,000. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's all for today. And yeah, I just want to tell about that MCQ program. So that is a program that I have designed apart from this past paper discussion program. So you all will be getting a like 500 MCQ book. Okay, it's mostly model papers. Okay, and questions that I have made, and also like there will be some selected and modified past paper questions. So how the book is arranged is the first 300 questions will be going unit wise, right? Question number 1 to 300, like based on a proportion, it's going unit wise. Remaining 200 questions, right? I have made it into 4 full papers. Out of the 2 papers are from model questions, different model questions, and 2 papers I made by my own by analyzing all the past papers, right? So I made it as hard as possible, the 2 papers, right? So that's how the MCQ book is designed. If you are interested, you all can join. So with this MCQ book 500 and the past paper discussion 500 questions, totally by the end of before your A-level exam, you might have practiced 1,000 questions. So those who are interested, you all can get registered for that program as well. If you want to know anything, right, you all can message and ask. Okay, so anyway, that's all for today's session, right? I'll send you all what questions I'll be discussing in the next class. Okay, so thank you for joining. See you all in the next. So yeah, how you avoid those silly mistakes is through practice. Okay, so you might have realized, right, while you're practicing questions, you're getting the hang of it, right, Shazna? Yeah. So through practice, definitely you will make all those mistakes. Okay. See, so now you might know, right? Okay, these questions now. See, certain questions now say compared to last week, were you careful or not? Okay, last week I made this mistake here. I should not make it. So since only 2 papers, you might have not realized much. But like that, when you keep on practicing more papers, you will definitely under each question you'll be careful. Okay, that's fear. Okay, that's an advantage actually. One paper, if you make a mistake, that will stick into your head than getting it correct next. So if you get it wrong and then get it discussed and figure out why you went wrong, that will stick into your head more than getting the answer correct. Okay. So then next paper, when you're doing a similar question, you'll be like, okay, I made this mistake in that previous time. Let me be careful, and you will read it carefully. Okay. So through practice, okay, if you know accounting, don't worry. Through practice, those mistakes it will be minimized. Okay. If you have anything to clarify, you can just message and also ask. Okay then. Okay. Bye. See you all in the next.